Yes, top of the morning, top of the morning. How's everybody doing? Um, it's up. Happy Friday, man. I told you today I have time, right? I have time because this is my birthday weekend. Now, not for nothing. I already went to the park, right? See, when you don't normally I probably would have been warming my machine up right now, right? Well, you already see I done got a workout in. I got my cardio in. I did some calisthenics. I got my I got a Red Bull and an orange juice to drink. That's gonna be my mixture for the morning, right? I might get to it, but as of right now, I have a chance to sit at the desk, put out some content, and be consistent. Um, I think I've been consistent for so long that it upsets the powers that be. The powers that be that control this, because the internet, social media is smoke and mirrors, man. It's smoke and mirrors. Um, and it's so the internet is almost like the radio. Remember how the radio used to be back in the day with the programming? Now it's the internet, social media, different sites, whether it's X, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitch. I'm forgetting one. YouTube, all these different platforms. That's how they control the masses. But I want to say this though, right? Um, when it comes to being a content creator, right? I've been mastered that. What I know is that it's like I said, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's a racketeer. I'm too consistent at putting out content. Been that way. That's why you see my new phrases. How is the content looking now? Right? How is the content looking now? Because they always try to, like, whether it's the editing software you use, top of the morning, just because I don't got a punch and all that today, to other things, it was always, yo, you need this, you need that, right? Now, my whole thing is once you start incorporating that, right? If these are the things that you are incorporating into your mix, right? Because this is what they say you need to do, right? Different people, right? Oh, yo, you should do this, you should do that. I've been over that. Now I know what this game consists of. It consists of smoke and mirrors. If you got to be a puppet, a pawn, or have that deal, so to say, right? It's just like the entertainer deal, right? If you notice, right, if you think about it, all these successful entertainers, right, they have a lot of money. And you say to yourself, like, damn, why, if these guys got all this money, right, why aren't there more black banks? Why aren't there more, like, why don't all these entertainers, the LeBrons, the Oprahs, the Michael Jordans, the billionaire ones, right? Why don't they combine or put a little bit of their resources together and really start making power infrastructure moves? Because they can't. They can't. It's all an illusion, man. The moment you try to do any type of empowerment, they will strip you of your resources. Whoa, man. Yo, just look at the course of history, right? Look up the course of history, right? Um, Michael Jackson, when he bought the catalog, he mysteriously met his demise, right? Because that was a power move, right? He bought a big time catalog. I think he bought the Beatles catalog. He met his demise. Same thing with Prince, right? When he was, this is what happens, man, because that's power. That is power, right? And that's why if you notice, like the entertainers, like they're rich, but what do they really do with their money? They are put in place, right? They are put in place. And if there was to, because it's no reason why, like Oprah, Magic, Michael, who else? Jay-Z. Trying to think of some of the bigger like entertainers that are like up there, upper echelon, damn near billionaires. There's no reason why they shouldn't own NFL franchises and all of that, right? But they why don't they? Like you see Magic Johnson dibbling and dabbling a little bit, but it should be more, right? It should be more. Why ask why, right? Little Friday morning talk, man. I'm trying to get this up on IG, but look, that's what they do. They do little games over here, man. When they know I be on these guys' asses, right? They try to slow the process down, right? Because I tell you, I stay consistent with putting out content, quality content too. Like a lot of guys, you make them crash out, they just throw shit out, right? But at the end of the day, right? That's why I switched up because my body, like today, probably pretty much this weekend, because I'm gonna be chilling. I'm about to remix a lot of my stuff. I got some stuff that I want to put back out now that is in members only. But I'm gonna go over here to Opus and I'm gonna clip everything. That way, like you see, when you pay for your Opus clip, not the free shit. Some of you niggas is just using the free sample shit. It's showing like, yeah, you really not getting the good quality shit. You're getting what you pay for, what you're not paying for. But I'm gonna remix some of my joints. Cause I got some fire interviews that I need to clip, right? And put out the clips on. And I already know they're gonna that upsets the algorithm. Like this interview right here. Hold on. My interview with Christina Paci did stupid numbers. Yo, that's why I laugh when people always want to talk about my views and all that shit. I'll be like, you really don't know. Like I get crazy views, especially on IG. YouTube, right? If you pay attention, the YouTube, X, TikTok, those are all social media sites are smoke and mirror, but YouTube especially, because there's too many guys that are big on YouTube for me. I pay attention to this, but they have absolutely no impact on culture, on nothing. So that just lets me know that shit is they on their math Hoffa. They bought it out, man. Because there's no, if you really got that impact that you think you do, you should be like my man Showbiz, man. Yo, Showbiz got to deal with his own, man. Did y'all see that? Yo, Showbiz is up right now, man. But see, Showbiz was an actor. Showbiz was in the industry a little something, something. He was an actor. So Show got his weight up, right? All the bananas, remember? Because Show be rocking the bananas on his head. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I think Show really got on, right? Because they pay attention to that, right? They see how guys who were supposed to be popping, pay attention to this, right? Pay attention to these guys are supposed to be popping, right? They had their own, like, when you look at the bigger content creators on the boxing scene who's supposed to do numbers, have views, they got the what is it? What is the platinum thing or whatever? All these guys, right? Yo, Showbiz was influencing them, right? Because these guys, yo, look, all these faces and all that, that's Showbiz, right? So I guess the people were seeing at the game, they see that they're like, damn, how do you have your own lane? These other guys that are supposed to be big, but yet you're trying to run with his style. You don't like when if you are the guy, right? If you are the guy, like that's why they be mad at me because they want me to feel inferior, right? But I'd be like, how could I be inferior when I've been around millionaires, right? And a lot of my stuff helped these guys to become millionaires. My marketing schemes, my thing. So I'm like, I would never, you can never tell me that I'm inferior. What you can tell me is that you don't want to, put me up on the forefront. You want to keep me in the shadows, right? But I'm good. Like I'm getting there. But I understand that, right? But back to what I was saying. If you have a steady flow, followers, subscribers, listeners, right? You have an audience. But yet a guy that's supposed to y'all supposed to be neck and neck. But you want to run with his style? That's why they gave Show that deal. They knew Show. They was like, yeah, he's influencing these guys, man. From the faces, all the faces that he was making, the characters, Taco Tuesday shit. But shout out to that brother, man. That brother got the DAZN deal. He's almost like, to me, he hit that level now, like Hakim Barak. Right? He's really mainstream now. Now you got to give that man his flowers. Let's see how far it goes. Let's see how far it goes, man. But he got there. Now the rest of these niggas, right? There's no difference between a lot of these guys and the guys that come on every day that are killing themselves. You know the guys that are killing themselves. They come on, they get high and drunk, right? These niggas is I'm one day. Maybe I'll do it this weekend, man. Or maybe I'll even come back on later and just do straight reaction, just pull up different content creators that literally have no life motion, right? They just putting out content, right? Crashing out every day. YouTube loves that because these guys are the bums. They're the bums of YouTube, right? When you come on, you see how I was drinking this OJ right here? Look, orange juice right here, right? When you come on every day, and they know, look, YouTube, this shit is like a database shit too, right? When you come on every day, and they know all you doing is absolutely nothing, they like, yeah, we got this guy. He's basically killing himself every single day. Every day. He's not making no money. He's not bettering his life. He's not doing nothing. Right? How many content? Me and my guy CW was talking about that, and I had him laughing. I was like, yo, bro, I do what I do for a reason. I know these niggas can't touch me. I know these niggas can't touch me because they're not doing nothing. They're withering away. See what I said last night, right? When I said, yo, man, turn the light on, man. You niggas is in dark rooms. Yeah, you niggas is in the dark, man. That shit is crazy. You gotta come outside, man. You niggas is in the dark, just dying. Word, just dying. And the more like people like me and ones that you envy continue to keep doing what they do, and you can't stop it, you're gonna stay in the dark. You see how the light is shining in my house right now? I got the blinds and shit open. You gotta open the blinds up, man. Come outside, man. Let the sun shine in, man. You niggas be in dark, dimmed rooms. What's going on with you niggas, man? You niggas is alright, man. Go get some help, man. Go get some help, man. Then some of you niggas just be sitting in cars, right? But at least you got a car. A lot of these guys that just be like trapped off in their rooms or whatever, they don't even got vehicles, man. Gumbo was laughing at me yesterday when I said that shit. I was dead serious. Like, these niggas don't even have vehicles, man. These niggas, look, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. If my situation wasn't on the up and up, you think I'd be concentrating on the internet, right? You think I would be like, a lot of dudes, they put so much energy into sitting on the internet. Like, me and WCS was talking about that. He was talking about it on Spaces because WCS be over there killing Spaces. And he was saying how dudes be doing like 4-hour Spaces and then go on somebody else's Spaces for 4 hours. I was like, yeah, look, that's a quarter of the day right there. Yeah, you done gave 8 hours up, man. You ain't do nothing. That's not it, man. That's not it. I'm telling you, that's why I put out the videos that I put out now. Because I know there's so many people that are just jealous and envious, right? Little things, right? That's why I used to do my dog walks, right? Or I go to the gym, right? Or I just show regular activities. Because these niggas is not doing nothing. And then they're idol worshiping guys who are programmed to keep them dumb. Yes, keep you dumb, right? These are the people you idol worship. Yo, Daffy's in here on deck. Daffy's like, see, normally, well, maybe Daffy does come in here. I don't be here, so maybe she does come in here. But she's in here, right? Because this is the Source Studios here, man. She's in here, right? You see how Brownie is quiet, right? He's quiet. This is how they usually probably normally are, right? Quiet like this. Yesterday he was a mess, man. He was a mess last night, man. But it is 8 a.m. I'm gonna get to one of my first topics. I meant to talk about this last night, but Jihad Tucker has a lot of boxing beef, right? Remember he said Amari Jones. He said that Amari Jones was fighting in gymnasium. So Amari Jones pulled out his stash, right? He pulled out his stash and showed his money. See, Jihad, look, see, you're starting a trend. That's why I don't need to advise him like that no more. He started a trend. He had Jihad he was there in negotiation, but they don't want to pay the money. Lorenzo Truck Simpson and all of them, right? So he pulled his money out, right? And he was like, go up the cheese, right? Now he did that interview with Ness earlier in the week. These guys, Amari Jones, aka MC Gusto, you've been seeing that shit, man. You probably won and you pulled your money out, right? Yeah, you showed your money. But I gotta I'm gonna pull the receipt up, right? And shout out to this podcast right here. Great point. See, we need more podcasts and more people that talk boxing to do things like this, right? Because I think if you guys actually really want to be in the game and you started doing stuff like this, right? You got to start doing stuff like this, man. Because when you do stuff like this, not only does it inform, it educates, man. It educates the peoples, right? Pay attention to this right here, right? Because see, when I say it, it's like, if people take it, but they don't take it because it's coming from me, right? But I'm glad that these guys right here highlighted this, right? And it's about time, man. It's about time. The Sparring Podcast. Shout out to them. These are Long Island guys too. They cover a lot of fights. See, they're outside, so shout out to them. They're getting to their emotion. Here was the Jihad. What's the name? This was with Amari Jones. They was at the boots in this fight. See, these guys are getting out there, so I respect what they do. Right? Check them out. Right? They go, like I said, they're at fights. They're mixing. They're doing their thing, man. Right? But they brought up a good point, and I'm gonna just react to what they said. So now that it's out there, right? Stop it right here. Look at this, right? So Amari Jones, aka MC Gusto, he added Jihad. He said, Jihad told him nigga wanted to show us what's in it. Because he pulled all his money out and said, what gymnasiums? Nigga, you are fighting in gymnasiums, nigga. That's why you wanted to fight Jihad, because you're trying to get a top rank slot. You got dropped from DHP, my nigga. Like, let's keep it all the way official. You was fighting on DHP Promotions. DHP Promotions is YouTube Promotions, man. The big card that you fought on was you never had a big time fight. Other than that, Jahad was spot on, man. You fighting in gymnasium. Now you know how you know it was spot on. You wanted to pull out your money. We didn't say that you were not getting paid. We just said you're fighting in gymnasium. You can make good money fighting in gymnasium, depending on who the promoter is, how the section is popping. Nobody questioned that. What we questioned was, and I appreciate these guys. They did a hell of a job. Now, truth be told, you're not fighting nobody. You're not fighting nobody, man. Right? And there's levels to this. There's levels to this. Like you haven't fought anybody. DHP dropped you. You know why they dropped you? Know why they dropped you? I'm going to tell you why they dropped you. They got tired of buying opponents for you. And they was going through whatever they was going through, but they got tired of buying opponents for you. That's what they was doing. They was buying a whole bunch of opponents for you. But this was a great post right here by these guys. Right? Check it out. See? Instead of sitting online for hours and hours talking about absolutely nothing, these guys right here actually broke something down. They say, yo, we're not a podcast that wants to beef with any fighters and respects all. But we got to keep it real. Official Amari Jones, that resume is doo-doo compared to Jahad's. It's a fact. It's a fact, man. Like, dude ain't fought nobody, man. Like, come on, man. And then you want to flash your money? Like, bro, knock it off, man. That's why, yo, Bill and them probably got rid of you because they lost money on you, man. They lost money on you, man. You out here, you want to fight a whole bunch of, warehouse workers. You ain't fought a real opponent. Yo, the day, you been so jealous of Jahad, right? Yeah, they got the Troy Ave doo-doo song play. That was good work, guys, right? Good work, right? The day you do fight Jahad, right? You've been a fan, my guy, right? I'm gonna share a quick story, right? He reminds me a lot of these content creator niggas that I know that be acting like they don't fuck when we will be watching me. Yeah, we was in Vegas, right? These guys be fans, man. They be admiring some niggas, right? Yo, this is nasty work out here, man. Right? Yo, niggas be so infatuated with you, right? Yo, it'd be like the Lord of the Rings, man. You remember how my man was infatuated with the ring, the precious, right? That's how these niggas be, right? They be like so infatuated with you that it turns into a sickness, right? Yo, this dude, man, I'm telling you, right? I be letting a lot of these guys rock, right? But yo, this guy, he was in Jahad, man. Right? He was in Jahad. Right? Yo, man, I was just fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck all these niggas, man. Straight up and down, right? Yeah, he was in like, yo, dog, man. You need to just chill, man. Like, you seen him when he came on the scene. He was 17. He was doing it big. You wanted that, man. Yo, you wanted that, right? Yo, he was supposed to get knocked off by Nicolas, whatever. Yo, Jahad mopped the floor with dude. This is what you want from being an admirer to it. Just the hate came out of you, right? After Jahad mocked him out because of your affiliation with DHP, Ness and the Boxing Voice and Danny and them, they gave you the platform, right? Jahad had that performance against an Olympian. You don't even have an Olympian, let alone a hitter on your resume. Jahad knocked him off. They put the microphone in your face. A guy like you that's been fighting tomato cans, Costco warehouse workers, forklift drivers, things of these natures, had the audacity with a straight face, a straight hater face, to say you was not impressed. You was infatuated with this nigga. Nigga, you was at sparring sessions at the top ranked gym when he was in there working, like in the cut, watching like Flash, man. Remember how Flash was when Eddie K and them was doing their thing, and Flash was in the crowd like mouth wide open, just looking. That's how you was in the gym looking like this, brother. And then you see him perform underneath the bright lights, and I wasn't impressed, right? Like, nigga, you've been a hater forever. You and your whole team. I remember one of those guys over there. I had to tell him, like, yo, bro, this, do what you do, man. They was putting out the memes and all this other goofy shit. I was like, yo, bro, we don't do all that, man. If we gonna fight, we gonna fight. We don't do all that, man. We don't do it. We get to the understanding. You niggas is out here trying to cap and clout shit. I see now, man. But that's when I knew we had real motion. We have real motion. But yeah, this guy, and shout out to them, great work, man. He doesn't have the resume. He just, like I said, the industry, the box industry is about relationships. If you have the right relationships, people will say certain things. That's why Ness, I appreciate the interview he did. And Ness laughed because Ness knew Jihad was spot on. When he brought that shit up, and Jihad said, yo, man, this guy's fighting in gymnasiums, man. In gymnasiums, man. Like, knock it off, man. Knock it off, man. All Jihad got to do is just stay focused, keep improving and getting better. Because now you can see he got all of these guys coming out. They're jealous, man. They know he's right there on the cuffs of greatness and ready to take off, because he already took off. But they know he got something that they want. That's why you always hear me say, you want my spot, Flash? But shout out to these guys. Definitely check them out. I was glad that they pointed that out, man, because it gave me something to talk about. But look at his resume, though, man. Straight trash, man. Trash. Doo-doo. Doo-doo Brown. Bill Haney got tired of buying him opponents, man. But yeah, Jihad definitely got at him. The Tuckster. Old Tucky. That's old Tucky. Jihad Tucky. Right? Look. He put all his money up, man. Hey, bro, nobody said you wasn't getting money. We just said you fighting in gymnasiums, my guy. Right? We said you fighting in gymnasium. Right? We said you fighting in gymnasiums. Right? And you obviously are. Because see, if you had it like this, right? When you got the fight offered to you, you turned it away. He said, get your money up. You're funny. I ain't never fought in a basketball gym. Yes, you do. That's where you fight at, bro. You're fighting in you're fighting in obscurity spots, man. But nobody said nothing about your money, because you can make money at these spots, depending on who the promoter is, man. So it was never about your money. It was about your status. It was about your status. Like, the only big card you fought on is when you was, Devin's punching bag. You was Devin's punching bag. And that's why Dev is where he's at. Dev's not that good because of guys like you. He was beating on big punching bags like you. Right? You're not that good. You're not. I remember when I played his fight. I played his fight to show you how, like, he got like two right feet. Like, Jihad mopped the floor with that dude, man. They know that shit, man. That's why they didn't take the fight. He talking about he needed a tune-up. Hey, nigga, you need a tune-up? Who are you? We were supposed to fight him April 5th, man. Yo, them niggas is straight cat over there, man. Yeah, they said they didn't get the offer. Well, yo, nobody sent them the offer. Yo, they didn't want to fight, man. They did not want to fight. They did all that wolfing. Them niggas was whooping. They was making memes, right? Jihad was pillow fisted and all that. Yeah, that's my word. When Jihad and you fight, I'm betting to stop this nigga. I'm making me some money. He'll stop you, right? Yeah, he's gonna stop you if you ever sign a contract. He'll stop you, man. I'm telling you, yo, Jihad can stop a lot of these guys, man. These niggas be talking that pillow fisted shit. Like, for one, a lot of you guys that think it's a game with Jihad, you don't even have the motor, right? Let alone the skills and the agility and the moves and all that. You don't have the motor, right? You niggas is gonna run out of gas, right? Yeah, did you just watch his last fight April 5th? He did 10 rounds like it was nothing. A lot of these guys, and I'm not gonna say no name, people know if you know the sport. A lot of these guys, they run out of gas in 6 and 7 rounds, man. 6 and 7. Smash the like button, man. We just rocking out, talking a little bit of, Jihad Tucker right now. But yo, the man did 10 rounds against a strong, sturdy British Commonwealth champion. Could have stopped him. He went away from the body. Had he kept going to the body, he would have stopped that man. But man, he won 10 rounds. And we got to switch this up. He needs to start sitting down. Sit down in the corner. All that standing up shit is time. That's over with now. But he did that standing up the whole fight. No, we're gonna start sitting down in between rounds. But he stands up like a sparring, like he's in the sparring. That's some sparring shit. No, we gotta switch that up now. Start sitting down in the corner in between rounds. Save your energy. Definitely gotta incorporate that. But he did that standing up. All 10 rounds. Strong. This guy, Amari, a.k.a. MC Gusto, will stop you, brother. You already, listen, man, I must talk my shit about you. I watched a lot of your fights. You're not it, man. You're not it, man. You're not it, man. That's why Bill got rid of you, man. Bill got tired of buying opponents, man. He can't keep buying opponents for you, man. He was losing his investment. You should give Bill back some of that money you showed. If you're an honorable dude, give Bill back some of that money, man. Because, he looked out he bought too many opponents for you, and it didn't get you nowhere. It didn't get you nowhere. Where it got you was hating on Jihad, a guy with a much, much better resume than you, right? That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to look at both of you guys' resumes real quick. Right? First, we'll look at yours. You guys have a common opponent, right? We're going to pull up your resume first. This is what my man WCS be doing. WCS does this. I get this from WCS. We'll pull up your box rec first. I got time today. Here you go. 13-0-12 KOs. All right. – 13-0-12 KOs. You are what we like to call a club fighter. You're a glorified club fighter right now. Right? And the reason why I say that is your resume reads that. You fought, and this is WCS will tell you, you've made your pro debut versus Alberto Delgado at the Buckhead Fight Club. That's a shoebox. Then you caught a break here, right? This is why maybe Jihad said that you're fighting in gymnasiums. Then you caught a break here. You fought at the Arena Michelin, which was a good, what's the name? You fought a 3-3 guy, right? You fought a 3-3 guy. Then you followed that up. You fought Michael Blocker. You went back to the Shoebox, the Cosmetology Lounge in Decatur, back in Georgia, right? This is why Jihad said you're fighting in gymnasiums. Reed at the Doubletree Hotel in Sacramento. Another gymnasium shoebox, right? Then pay attention. Here we go, right? You're starting to get a little bit of breaks now because you're underneath Devin, right? So this is another big arena for you right here under Devin, right? Because Devin fought that night. You followed that up again with Dev, right? Isn't this with Dev again? Or no? I don't know. Maybe, right? Or maybe not. But this guy was 3-0, right? Now you're going back to the shoebox. You're going to the Doubletree. DHP put you over there. They probably paid for an opponent for you. You're back in the shoebox. But look at your opponent, 3-10. 3-10. Now you're back over to Malvern. Again, they're buying you another opponent. This guy, 16-5. Never heard of him. Now you get on the Devin Haney card again right here. This is Devin and Lomo, I believe, right? This is Devin Lomo, right? You fight an 8-2 guy. They gave you the stoppage. It was a terrible stoppage. I remember that fight, right? Now you go over here to where is this? This is a 5-2 guy, Luis Diaz. Nobody ever heard of him, right? Yeah, we got to keep it tall with you. Now, this is a common opponent that we had together, right? We made him do the stinky leg with no power. You got a referee call off, and the dude was kind of getting up on you. He was getting up on you. We could watch. I showed the footage of that before. Then you got another break right here with Dev at the Barclays when Dev got beat up and Ryan, failed the drug test. You fought this guy right here. He was 10-1-1. They gave you another questionable stoppage. Then you came right back to another shoebox, right? Against a 21-12 guy, right? Now let's search Jihad now, right? There's levels, man. There's levels to this, man. Let's look at Jihad real quick, man. How is the content looking now, y'all? How is the content looking now? Pro Boxer, Deer Park, New York. There he is. There he is. He's suspended by Nevada because remember he just fought. That's not really nothing to really dwell on, right? But here's Jihad, right? Let's look. The bubble, the MGM Grand, he made his pro debut, right? Bubble boxing, MGM Grand, though. Bubble boxing again, MGM Grand. So he's on the stage already, man. Bubble boxing, MGM Grand, right? But look, he's fighting at the Virgin Hotel, Las Vegas, 3-1 guy. Then he's fighting at Madison Square Garden, Hula Theater, 3-2 guy. Then he's fighting Akeem Black, who fought Joey Spencer, other guys, at the Turner Stones Resort Casino, right? Then he's back at Madison Square Garden, the Hula Theater, fighting Tracy Magruder, 6-1 at the time. Then he's back again at the theater at Madison Square Garden, fighting DeAndre Smith from Atlanta. But the theater, I haven't seen one shoebox. Are you guys following this, right? Are y'all following this, right? The news, my shadow, not one shoebox yet. Then he's fighting an 11-2 guy at the Prudential Center. Shakur Stevenson called. Then he's fighting. This was the fight right here that made you finally just, because prior to this guy, he didn't have no problem. But then when Jihad had this breakout fight right here at the Hard Rock Casino in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? He fought this guy, Olympian, cruiserweight, damn near light heavyweight guy that came down and won. I think if you fought this guy, Amari, he'll knock you out. He'll stop you, right? He fought this guy 8-1. This is when you say you wasn't impressed, but you don't have one guy on your resume of his caliber, but you wasn't impressed. We just looked at your resume. Then this was the controversial loss. But I think what sparked that loss, and I'm going to speak on it, is that is around the time when Jihad said, pick your fucking men's out, right? They didn't like that. They still are kind of a little bit sour about that because he told them to pick his men's out, right? Because that guy was he was Xander's goon, right? He was a goon with Xander. But Jihad said, yo, pick your fucking men's out. And come on, man. And it is what it is, right? They didn't like that. Right? He said, pick your fucking mans out. They did not like that, man. Man, they did not like that, man. That was raw, right? Jihad was very raw with that. Pick your fucking mans out, right? So when he fought this guy, Nicholas Floyd, who went to the hospital afterwards, man. Yeah, this to me, look, every time I look at these scores, 74-78, man. Tony Martin, man, and Robin Vargas. I guess that shit is true. Sometimes you can go into a fight down 3 rounds already, man. But yeah, this guy got away, and he stayed away, man. We were supposed to run it back with him. He didn't. He did not give us the rematch. Right now he is milking the pro box scene. He knows he got a good win. He has 2 wins against top ranked guys, and he ran to the pro box scene and is killing it, milking it right now. But he knows he did not beat Jihad, man. That was like, man, I knew boxing was a dirty game then, man. And then this one right here, right? This was nasty work, right? Only judge that got it right was Rocky Young. Rocky Young gave us the fight, man. 75-77. These other 2, right? Because remember at the time, Francisco Verón was the number 5 ranked guy. He was the number 5 middleweight in the WBA ranking system. He came down because he was supposed to knock Jihad out. Remember, that's the fight with Timothy Bradley said, he's getting his pink slip tonight because he was supposed to get knocked out by this guy. And then they was going to cut Jihad, but that didn't happen. Jihad went in there and beat that big man up. And they was like, yo, this kid can fight. But, it was in his backyard in Florida. So these 2 judges seen it as a draw. And then we came up here. Quincy Lavelle beat the brakes off of him. Look, shutout. Followed that up with Quebec City, another shutout, right? Then we stopped. This is the common opponent that we have with Amari Jones. We stopped and made him do the stinky leg, right? Made him do the stinky leg. Then follow that up with another shutout. But all of these fights are on the big stage. All of these fights are on the big stage. Some are even credible resumes like Troy Williams, Commonwealth champion, right? Olympian right here. Francisco Verón, another Olympian, right? Olympian. I did not see that with Amari Jones' resume. I did not see that with his resume at all. I did. So you are fighting in gymnasiums, and you are not fighting the caliber of opponents that Jihad has fought, man. You are. You are. He said, "Are you ready for May 2nd? I can't wait, bro." Garcia and Rowley. Yes, that's an outdoor card. It should be good boxing. Is that 2 weeks away? Right? 2 weeks. We're looking at 2 weeks. That's a Friday night fight. Yeah, I can't wait. I applied for credentials. I'm not gonna go though. I just applied. I wanted to see if they was gonna approve me. I'm not gonna go though. Oh man. Hopefully all is well with you, Chubby. Hopefully all is well with you. Hit the like button. But yeah, this guy, Amari Jones, man. And then you have the other dude, Truck Simpson, who had the date already. That was your date, June 21st, man. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think they was trying to soften Jihad up, right? Because look, Truck hasn't had a fight. Jihad fought April 5th. They wanted to throw him right back in there with Truck on June 21st. But they didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to pay him. They don't want to pay him. All right? And they saying that he's pricing himself out. He wanted to be the co-main event, right? I don't know, man. Boxing to me is dirty business, man. It's dirty business. Hold on. I'm gonna do proper etiquette. Their proper etiquette right there. I muted the mic. He said they're rocking him to sleep again, but they can't soften him up. Nah, they attempted to. They attempted to. It ain't working. They attempted to. Right? And I'm gonna show you how they attempted to, but watch this right here. Let's go over here. Right? Let's go right here, right? I want to show y'all something. Y'all following this? Pay attention. Pay attention. This is Mr. 10% Talk, media marketing agent. Look how far I'm strolling down, y'all. There goes Jihad's knockdown. So I just want to show y'all something. All right, here it is right here. Bang, pay attention to this, right? April 1st. April 1st, right? You see this fight card they announced?
Breakdown is right.
They announced that fight card April 1st, right? This is the card that Truck Simpson is the co-main event. The Vito Melanecki card. Pay attention to this. They Top Rank dropped this artwork April 1st. Truck Simpson, he was just on Millie City. He said that Jihad Tucker's the name that they offered him. So they offered you Jihad Tucker April 1st. Jihad had a fight April 5th. So they offered you a guy that already had a fight on the schedule 4 days. You know, he was fighting April 5th. So this is the guy they said, yo, you want to fight him? Meanwhile, they didn't even know what he was going to do in this fight, but that's what they offered you. Pay attention to that, man. Pay attention to that. March 31st, look. March 31st, they dropped this artwork. Jihad fought April 5th. Right? He fought April 5th. But they dropped this artwork March 31st. Right? Come over here now. Now I'm going to go to Truck's page. I'm going to go to Truck Simpson's page, man. I'm going to go to his page, right? He's the co-main. He dropped this on March 31st, too. So Top Rank offered you a fighter that they already have fighting basically 6 days later. They said, all right, he's going to fight April 5th, and then you can fight him afterwards. Right? Look who's in the comments right here. See, that's why you got to be mindful who you interview with. Look, he tried to line Jihad up too. Let's go. Oh, clown. He's a clown. That's why I was in his comments yesterday. I let it be known, like, you're a clown. But look, you're going to fight a fighter who's fighting April 5th, right? What if Jihad, he won the fight, but what if he would have lost to Troy Williamson? They still would have offered you Jihad Tucker? Huh? These are the things you guys that sit online and talk boxing need to talk about, man. This is what y'all need to talk about. But y'all don't talk about these things. You know why? Because, like I said, a lot of you guys are programmed sheep and dummies. You guys are programmed sheep and dummies. Respectfully. You guys are just you put out content, but you don't put out content. You're just online every day. But yeah, so they offered him Jihad Tucker. He sat there on Millie City. Millie City probably got that on members only. Now you can't see it, but when the interview was going on, he said that they offered him Jihad Tucker. So March 31st, you put the what's the name up? You already knew. You dropped the flyer to March 31st. So they told you, yeah, we'll give you a guy that's fighting in 6 days. Now, what if Jihad did get injured? Because I seen a post where you said he faked the hand injury at first. Then it's the money. The best way to get out of a fight is to outprice yourself. So he's outpricing himself because he fought already, and he sees that you had the flyer up already. You had the flyer up already before he even fought his fight. But he's outpricing himself. Maybe he sees what's going on, and he wants to be paid. Hopefully y'all are catching this sauce this morning, man. But yeah, man, talk about that, man. A lot of you content crows, right? Because you niggas ain't eagles. Talk about that, man. Talk about that. Millie City, the rest of you guys, right? You slander content creators. Talk about that, man. But how is the content looking now, y'all? How are we looking now? Hey, Daffy. Yo, Daffy's a trip, man. Daffy's like, yo, you don't even be here right now. This is my section. I took this over. Yeah, well, I'm here all weekend, Daffy. I'm here all weekend. It's up. right? It is up. I hit my hour mark, y'all, with 55 minutes, man. I'm gonna come back on a little later. I didn't watch Power, man. Let me see. Hold on. I got a TV in here. Let me see what's going on with Power. Let me see. I might watch it right now. What time is it? Let's see. It's still 8:30. It's still early, man. It's still early. I was trying to get my video up, man. They didn't put my video up on IG yet, man. I'm gonna put it up on IG, man. Hold on. Yo, Chubby, if you still in here, right? And you say you're battling depression, you know one of the good things to help you with mental depression and all that, this right here. I tell you no lie, brother. I tell you no lie. This right here will help with that. This right here. Basic shit, too. It's basic. This right here. Top of the morning. Just because I don't got to punch the clock today doesn't mean I'm not going to get to my program. This right here will help. You do have options. Go exercise. Do basic little exercise. Basic movement, man. One of my show producers, CW, he always recommends my workout videos. So this is for you, my guy. How is the content looking now? It's a beautiful morning. That'll help with Make sure you get to your motion. And by the way, how is my content looking now? Cool when they do it. You want my spot flash? Yeah, now you know what they're gonna do, right? I did it this morning. This is my routine though. I just stopped posting a lot of stuff like this.
Un Dios que está sentado a la diestra del Dios Padre. Pero ahora Él intercede con nosotros. That's how you do it. Yeah, and the reason why I stopped posting a lot of stuff like this, right? Because I was seeing what was going on. When I would post my shit from way back in the day, Jackal Fitness days, they would try to drown it out or not put my stuff out. And then I would see the other influencers who are the influencers, they would run with the style, man. They would run with the style, man. I'm like, damn. Oh, now that's what you do? Hello, good morning. And all right. But I've been doing this. Continue to do it. But shout out to CW, man. One of my producers of the show. He recommended that, man. He recommended that. You know what I do want to talk about too while we out here vibing? Yo, did you guys see the Ryan Garcia? Look, I don't like to talk bad about people that I really don't fuck with, because then you say, oh, you're hating. Right? That's why I didn't mention this yesterday. Right? But I wanted to see what other people were going to talk about. Yo, Derrick James and Ryan Garcia put out a media workout, man. The media workout. Did any of you guys see it? Did any of you guys see that, right? Did any of you guys see that? Let's look at that real quick, right? Let's look at that. Did you guys see that yesterday? How him and Derrick James was looking? Did y'all see that shit right here? Is this it right here? I don't want to watch the. Yo, this shit was terrible. Yo, come on, man. All right, I'm a muted.
Aslam.
I'm a muted, and we're gonna talk about it, man. How did he look, y'all? Yo, Derek don't look good, man. Like, what the hell? Look, this is DJ, man. Yo, man. Remember, yo, DJ and EJ, man. How does this look to y'all, man? I know Derek is an older guy, too, man. Look at this pad work, man. What do y'all think of that pad work, man? Ryan was throwing that right hand hard. That's why Derek was telling him, look, he threw that right hand extra hard. Derek is doing the pads like his hands hurt, man. Yo, come on, man. Did y'all see this yesterday, man? See, I didn't speak on this, man, but I seen this. What you think, man? It's 2 in the building, man. Somebody comment, man. Somebody comment, because I don't want it to seem like I'm hating, man. But are you watching the pad work? Are you watching the pad work? Let's bring it back a little bit, man. It's muted because this is a Fight Hub TV video. It's not my video. We're just doing a documentary, educational purposes. But this is his media workout, man. Right? Watch when he does the pads with Derek right here. Look at this, man. Derek looks a little stiff, man. Remember, Derek used to be have a lot more agility. Maybe he didn't get the thing together with EJ, man, is weighing on him right now. The money ain't coming through how it used to anymore, too, man. You know? But look at this pad work, though, man. See right there? You see that right hand he just threw? Look, he threw a hard right hand, right? Derek wasn't expecting that one. Look. Pay attention, right? They like the way they're doing the pads, it's like they're pity pad playing around, but he's gonna throw a hard right hand. Watch the hard right hand he's gonna throw. See, those is touching shots. Watch this hard right hand he throws, though. Right there. You see the hard right hand? Look. See? Look. Derek trying to snigger and all that. Derek's hands might be kind of messed up, man. Because how he's moving around with the pads, and I know this from shout out to my man Joe Dini. Look at the pad work, man. Now we can show his pad work with Frank Martin, a lot more fluent. We can show the pad work with Earl Spence, a lot more fluent. We can show the pad work with Jamel Charlo, a lot more fluid. What's y'all thoughts, man? Come on, y'all talk boxing. Y'all know boxing, right? What's y'all thoughts, man? What's y'all thoughts, man? I didn't want to talk about this yesterday. I didn't want to make it seem like, because whenever I critique or I point out things, and when it pertains to these guys, I'm hating, right? Because they lied on my character and said I was hating. But look at this. Look, come on, man. Are y'all watching this pad work, man? Come on, man. Are y'all watching this pad work? Now, I'm going to leave this paused here. I'm going to go over here real quick. I'm going to show y'all a quick little difference, right? I want y'all to pay attention. The reason why I'm critiquing the pad work like that, because like I said, I'll be around. I'm involved. That right there, these are hot. Ryan's not a world champion, but Derek James is a former undisputed world champion coach, right? World champion coach. You seen that pad work he was doing. Now, this is why I said what I said. Pay attention. This is the type of pad work that and watch the difference, right?
What would your high cook
Good.
Let me get the long one. Watch this, y'all.
How to work with your high cooker.
Yeah, now did y'all catch that, right? Now that was how many? Oh, two. That was 2023. We're in 2025. So that was 2 years ago, right? Now, those guys, that shout out to John and Joe, right? And I'm pointing this out because I watched a content creator. He had a guy, he interviewed a podcast, well, a fighter, and he was talking about, certain people don't need to be in the game, and they fighters and all of this stuff. So I'm saying to myself, you watch that work right there by those two. Now look at the work right here. This guy's a trainer of the year. Trainer of the year. This is why I tell you, this shit is all smoke and mirrors. Look at this trainer of the year's mid work with a world class fighter. Look at this. Come on, man. See, this is why I say what I say. And I stand on my square, man. I stand on my square. Like the boxing industry is smoke and mirrors, man. Right? Look at this. Now look at the work. Look. You can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up. This is why certain people will never be able to get into the game, right? Because the game has always been rigged. Derrick James is a trainer of the year, former trainer of the year. At one point in time, people were saying he was the best. He was the best. When EJ and them was on top of the game, he was the best. That was his work right here with Ryan Garcia. That was his work right there with Ryan Garcia, man. Now, I didn't talk about this yesterday, man, because I wanted to see who's going to talk about it. Nobody. Like, they'll probably talk about it now because that's what these guys do. They watch the real creators. But that was terrible, man, to say the least. Terrible. I just hope all is well with all those guys, man. He didn't look the same no more, man. Right? Frank. I don't think Frank Martin is working with him. Frank was down there with my cousin. Frank was down there in Florida with my cousin, Buddy McGirt. Did y'all see that? Or y'all didn't see that? Let me go on Frank's page real quick. Maybe Frank posted it. But Frank was down there with my cousin. Frank was down there with my cousin, man. Let me see if Frank got it up on his page, man. Frank Martin was getting work with Buddy McGirt, man. I don't know if he's working with Buddy. He was in the gym with Buddy. He was down there with Buddy McGirt, but I guess he's not right now. I meant to make a video out of it when I seen it. But if you look at his pad work that he did with Derrick James to the pad work that we see with Ryan Garcia, man, it's crazy How those guys, those guys really fell off, man. They fell off so fast too. Like they, yeah, I'm looking at my bad. Y'all are still on the YouTube. I was looking at some stuff on IG on my what's the name? And I was like, damn, these guys been doing the photo video shoots forever and a day, and it's not like that for them no more, man. It's not like that for them no more. But how was the content, man? How was the content? Shakur Stevenson and what's name got announced too. Him and Williams Zepeda, July 21st, New York. Might be at the Garden. Might be at the Garden. They didn't announce the venue yet. Hopefully it's the Garden, y'all. Hopefully it is the Garden. I can't get this video to upload. Top of the morning, just because I don't gotta punch the clock today, doesn't mean I'm not gonna get to my program. Yeah, it's not doing it. I don't know. What's up? Let me see. For whatever reason, hold on. My live last night was fire, right? How I said I don't be rocking with the lames. Oh man, that shit triggered a lot of shit, man. But it is what it is. I don't listen, man. I don't mess with these guys, bro. That's just me. Like I don't really rock with a lot of these guys, man. It's meaningless, man. All that rocking with motherfuckers and shit, right? I watch dudes that sit around and social media network like that. To me, it's bum gatherings, man. They not growing. There's no business being discussed or built. It's pointless, man. Yeah, this shit. I don't know. I guess I gotta refresh my phone. But hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed this sauce. I'm gonna come back on later on, cause maybe I'll do the press conference, cause they're having a press conference today down there in Norfolk, Virginia, man. They're doing it big for Keyshawn Davis, man. Keyshawn Davis, Edward De Los Santos got announced for June 7th, but they're having a presser today down there in Norfolk, VA. Keyshawn is the man, yo. Keyshawn is the man. Shout out to the businessman. He's doing big business, man. But like we like to say, but hey, what do I know? This is the Sauce Experience. Shout out to my man Action Jackson.
What's going on? It's Carlos Action Jackson, aka King Dynamite Jackson. Straight out of Atlanta, straight out of Bad News, VA. And then I want to shout out Sauce Talk Podcast. Appreciate the love, man. All the love and support, bro.
Appreciate you, champ. Thank you.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Yo, what's up? Joe Harris Boxing with the Source. Source Experience. But what? But what do I know?
Got it.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Helora. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.